My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. So we're currently working over here on a reasonably decorum-based area, or an area rather with reasonable decor, for our people. What was I going to call it? Duplicants. There we go. To eat in. Specifically, I really want to get rid of this hydrogen up here, but it's not proving as simple a task as I'd hoped. I think, in fact, I'll just deconstruct nothing. I'll deconstruct nothing. Let me quickly cancel that order. Just in case I was about to accidentally deconstruct something under. No, I'll just deconstruct the wall there a little bit so that I can try and have as much gas move out as possible. Yeah, shit, it's working instantly. I think that's because, of course, I'm increasing the pressure over here. The hydrogen's going to have a lower pressure, so it's going to move to a lower pressure area, which is going to lead it out, hopefully. There's a lot of carbon dioxide in there as well that I'm really hoping will make its way all the way out here. Let's also quickly cancel that order because it'll drive me fucking furiously insane if it stays there. Beautiful. Next thing's next. Deconstruct this building and we'll set up some more gas permeable tiles here and here. And then I can move this gas vent. As soon as I move the gas vent, I can start worrying about putting down more storage compactors. There we go. That's what they're called. Actually is still some carbon dioxide down there at the bottom of the base. I just want this to flow out here. I just want things to flow out. Dang it. So this is a mediocre sculpture, but we do have a masterpiece directly next to it. So decor of 20, decor of 24. I imagine that's going to drop the shit out of the stress of anyone who goes over there to eat. I love it. I really do. Ooh. It's that time. We're finally out of liquid. We also just run out, in fact. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was just super compressed there for a while. Oh, wow, it's actually incredibly compressed and always has been. Interesting. Because each different area it goes to is 10 kilograms of water. Okay, I can just let that run like that for a while. However, I probably shouldn't let it run like that, right? Okay, fine. Let's quickly deconstruct these two. Dig those, and then I need a ladder right there. Beautiful. We'll start working into this liquid. We should not be running out of water anytime soon. We will have these biodistillers actually giving us water back over time as well. Over the moment, we only really have water being given back to us by the shower and the lavatory, and that's really reclaiming water that already exists. I want to create water from nothing, as well as create algae, which I'll then use somehow. This works for the moment, though. Let's have a look. Okay, we're starting to run out of water. So now, I think, is going to be the best time for us to put down the next liquid pump. Place it right there. Don't mind if I do. Get a liquid pipe, and in order to destroy as few blocks as possible and be able to definitely do this, I'm just going to connect it like that. That'll be fine. Interestingly, I can then just demolish all of this because this air scrubber and water purifier are in a perfect loop, right? It'll never need water input and it'll never have water output. So next up, I only need to worry about the power. I think I'll just have that track along the exact same line, to be honest. Making it relatively simple for them. Now, I've got all of that dug out just so that I can sweep up this area, which I can't do yet until I create a storage compactor. So let's get some new storage compactors down here. I'm not going to be able to move these storage compactors, will I? bugger. Thankfully, all of these... What are you doing? Awaiting material granite? Excuse me? Motherfucker says, what? I am not making that out of granite. We will be constructing this out of good old sandstone. Okay? Default to it, please. Don't know how many times I have to ask. There we go. I also appear to have cancelled some of the wires. Please tell me okay, the wire's defaulting to the only thing we currently have, to be fair. No one else? Right, of course, this is sweep only and all I need to put on. There we go. Beautiful, now we're pumping back into the system. And it was almost about to run out. Still a very long way away from running out, to be fair. New duplicate. I could take one. I don't want any of these. So I'm not going to take any. That's a real shame that we only got bad ones there. Oh well. Still some hydrogen in this place. It's not too much though. Carbon dioxide is having a little bit of trouble getting out of there. Unfortunately, it does need to go over here. Okay, that gas vent is actually overpressurized. So now I'll be rebuilding this gas piping down here. Let's go over to plumbing. Build that gas pipe. And then I am going to need to deconstruct that one. So this will go back to filling the bottom of the base a little bit more. As you can see, the bottom of the base is actually starting to suffer in terms of oxygen because it hasn't had that venting down here. But, to be fair, this will now never have a problem... Sorry, this will rarely have a problem with overpressurization because that's not going to happen for a real long time. Okay. That dirt still needs to be swept up. And then as soon as it is, we can start building a new ground. And then, of course, we can harvest. It's a lot of carbon dioxide. I want it to go into the air scrubber. Just go into the air scrubber. To be fair, as soon as it gets there, it won't exist anymore, so... I understand why it's not exactly spending too much time there. Good, it is only going up. It's not even trying to split out into this area. Because that would be dumb. Battery's at full capacity. Hydrogen generator has no stored hydrogen. Beautiful. Still want you to sweep up. Thank you, and then just build the final tiles. Stop building things out of granite, you fucking morons! Why is it defaulting to that? How does that make sense? Alright, fine. Harvest. Harvest time, all of you. There you go. Get crack-a-lackin' on that. Shit, I might actually need to turn that vent on soon. Let's enable it. Yeah, no, it's actually just pumping out a bunch of oxygen. The oxygen that's, I have to imagine, remaining in that pipe. It's just gonna pump out over time. No? I just guess because there's no pressure behind it? Yeah, whatever. That area doesn't have any problems right now. As soon as it starts saying it has pressure problems, then I will deal with them. Have the problem first, then I'll find the solution. I could just quickly put a cot down here, but I really do want to make a nice cot area. Okay, this does actually need to be deconstructed anyway. Let's go back down to plumbing and find a place to put this gas vent. I think, like, right there is fine. Then I'll just go and build the rest of the gas pipes that's going to be needed to replace. Being told I have insufficient oxygen generation. That seems like a fucking spurious claim right there. A lot of people constantly... I'm not gonna need to go over into this area, so again, I'm just gonna tile it over. God! Aurora? I accidentally deconstructed a bunch of shit that I need. Okay. Aurora? Please. Leave. Are you gonna build yourself into the wall? Okay. For a second there, I thought she was gonna become part of the wall. Okay, that should still let me build this from this side. Yep. Beautiful. We can actually get that back to working. Okay, we've got all of this oxygen up here. I'm still pushing a bunch of it down. There's nothing really else that I want to build, I'm finding is a problem right now. I can build a room where I put contaminated water in it, and then I can try and turn it into non-contaminated water using steam and then piping it out into a different area where I cool it down and it becomes water again. That is entirely possible, but whether or not that's entirely necessary is a completely different question. Because at the moment, water purifier has an empty pipe. I have so much filtration medium. I know that over time I will start running out of sand, but I can't see it happening anytime before the heat death of the universe. So that's a thing. I actually probably want to break my way into here and start fixing up this area actually a little. Nah, I can just do that. Yeah. That's also going to free some of that hydrogen, and hopefully it goes up here. That doesn't need to be enclosed, except for concerns about temperature, but concerns about temperature tend to be relatively unfounded. Okay, you're turning on and off very quickly. How are we having power troubles? I'm concerned. These batteries should just be charging everything. Okay, let's have a look at our power overlay. You need 10 watts, 120, 120. What is going on with our power grid? I actually do not understand. What? Alright, let's go into deconstruct mode. I'm gonna remove rather, all of the wiring that doesn't need to exist. How does any of this make any sense? I kind of want to go and get some slime so that I can actually put it into these biodistillers, but still not necessary. It's very far from necessary. Why is power constantly going on and off? It's almost as if those batteries aren't connected to the system. Oh my fucking god, they aren't. I accidentally... Alright, I'm willing to accept the crown of world's dumbest man. This will fix so much of a problem. Up you go. Go fix my horrible, silly mistakes. Danke schön. Okay. And everything is back to perfectly fine. Yay. Honestly, I think we're getting relatively close to the point that I now have just nothing to do in this base. Our research is at its maximum level. I don't need to build too many of these things. I've got oxygen pretty much okay and down. These aren't relevant to my life at the moment. The cooking station would only matter if I was still running on mush bars, and instead, I'm just running on meal lice. Temperature is not really a concern in the game at the moment. I'm using these to pretty much the full extent of what I can currently use them to. I don't need a fertilizer maker because fertilizer currently doesn't really do anything at the moment either. I've got a water purifier, and one water purifier is far more than I need. I guess I could make like an infirmary over here, but I do feel like the only reason I'm building this infirmary is because I can. Not because I need one. But fuck it, because I can, right? Let's go and build a goddamn infirmary. This is gonna free up a lot of carbon dioxide, but whatever. See, we do take the liquid out of this a lot faster than we actually vent liquid into it. Beautiful. Like, I really want to take down the top of this area as well. Hang on, how tall are these things? A rejuvenator is... okay. Apothecary, same size. Medical cot. I really only need one of each, currently. Again, it's a situation of I don't need 2 showers when I have 5 duplicates. Doesn't make sense. So I guess I go, like, apothecary... no. I mean, they'll be in there for a while, so I'm actually going to space this out a little. And a medical cot. Then, all I need to do is just... tiles up and across. Yeah, that'll do. I really just want a little more reach so that I can actually get those without having to build scaffolding for it. Stop it, Arvid, why? You're about to build yourself into a wall, and I want you to know that I hate you. Okay. Let's get those 2 while we can afford to. Okay, then just... get him, Tiger. Hook the power into the main system. And yay, now we have a hospital. I kind of want a little bit of art in here as well. I do want it more central, but I also just want it to look good to me. So... nope, that's not going to do it. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then I can put, like, a light in here if I'd like. These are just unnecessary drains. No one is ever going to be in this room, let's be entirely honest. Apothecary, I can make a placebo pill. Heal speed of all diseases, fixed, and heal speed of diarrhea. But the thing is, those, again, aren't going to happen for a very long time. I think, at the end of this episode, I'm going to save this file, and we're going to wait for the next update to the game. Because I am actually at the end of all research trees. There's really not too much for me to do here, other than try and create a fully sustainable base. And as I've explained before, the idea of a fully sustainable base at the moment is only achievable through what I would say and what I would see as, at least against the spirit of the game, if not actually exploits. It's a lovely game, don't get me wrong, and it is in early alpha. I do need to constantly say that. This game is in early alpha. It is insane how feature complete it is for being in early alpha. It's not content complete, but it is feature complete. Don't build yourself into there either. That would be a bad idea. I would recommend against that. What did I just say? God damn it. Don't do it. Good God. Please. What are you doing? Leave. Callio, leave. I'm so mad. Fine. Get them to sweep up. Because as soon as they leave... It's a lot of dirt. Okay, and then... I think on this side. Let's deconstruct buildings. Also actually going to deconstruct that vent. Primarily so I can actually build a way in should I require it. And deconstruct liquid pipes in that area. Beautiful. So yeah, over this time, I'm just gonna continue running out of coal, but I actually have a ridiculous amount of coal at the moment. That is the most sustainable base that I've ever made, and all it took was 25 episodes of not paying due diligence and attention to comments, and then finally 4 or 5 episodes, 4 or 5, what am I talking about 10 following episodes of paying enough attention to keep me alive until the quote-unquote end game. For the moment, let me just say, this is a nice looking base. My name's Rhapsody. You've been incredibly helpful out there in the comment section. I do appreciate it, especially Brian. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time there's a major update to this game.